Every crime has a story behind it. These stories are told by the people who lived it. This is Victims' Voices with Nicole Johnson.
Thank you for joining us. Our next guest is a school teacher, a mother of 6 children. It was New Year's Eve. She was inside her home cooking when bullets went flying and she was shot in the leg. Thank you so much for joining us, Jacqueline McPherson. Talk to us about that day. Take us back. What were you doing?
Well, that day on New Year's Eve just so happened to be the anniversary of my late grandfather. So we seemed to always celebrate him that day. So I was in the process of making food for the children and family. My sister had flew in. This is actually like her second time in New York City since moving at a early age. So we were kind of ecstatic about that. We were just preparing food, listening to some music, having a great time. I was actually in the midst of charging my phone. And I went to bend down to charge my phone in the living room. So that way we can have it powered up for later for the balloon release. That's what was going to happen. So I kind of heard like a pop sound. It wasn't really loud at first. It was kind of like real low, like dim. So I was assuming it to be just my stereo, like, going out. And then like soon after, like seconds after, it was rapid pops, like really loud, very scary. Like in the midst of me like turning around to like ask my son, did he hear it? He said, yeah. So I said, what do you think that is? He said, Mom, it sounds like gunshots. But in the midst of him saying that to me, I just felt extremely hot. Like I didn't know why. So when I looked down, it was like, oh my God, like I think I've been hit. I still shake now because it was very traumatizing. Like I wasn't even expecting that.
Where were the bullets coming from?
The door. Like, okay, so I was positioning in the living room by the door. I have a bookshelf. So I was like charging my phone by the bookshelf. As we were standing there conversing, that's when we heard it. And when I realized, I looked at the door and I seen 3 shots. So, and then like I said, I was hot. I was just feeling like, I was getting sick quick. I was like, what is going on? But when I was bleeding. So I'm like, oh my God, like I've been hit. So my son's like, all right, Mom, calm down. Just relax. Are you in pain? What's going on? Like, I just need you to call the cops.
What was going through your head at that moment?
No thoughts. No thoughts at all. I was just extremely grateful that I was able to notice that I was shot, but also recognize and tell my son to calm him because he was in France, he was shaken up too.
I can imagine. I was going to ask you, what were the kids doing at that moment?
Well, he was the only one there at that moment.
And how old is your son at the time?
He's 16. Actually, he had walked up to me while the gunshots was going off. So it could have been him because he was standing so close to me. And then he looked at my leg like, Mom, you really got shot in your leg. And then about 2 seconds later, I collapsed. And my oldest son came from work. Everybody kind of like rushed me. When I did realize what was happening, the police was there, the ambulance was there, and I was told that I was shot in my right thigh, and the bullet came out. It was not in my leg at all. Went to go get medical help, doing therapy now. So, I mean, I'm still going through it. Like I still shake, I still cry. I can't sit in my living room because it's trauma. Like it's hurting. Like it hurts.
I'm going to ask you, how did this change your life? We can imagine that trauma.
Yeah.
You're in your home and you're shot.
Yeah.
How has it changed your life?
It changed my life quickly and drastically. Quickly because no one ever anticipates on getting shot, right? And when you are an active person in the community, like I'm a school teacher, so all the children know me. They see me every day. I'm always in and out my building, coming home. Everyone's, hey, Miss Jackie. Hi. So it was kind of like everything just stopped and paused. And all I can think about was, thank God that I'm here for my children, and to know that my children had to see me like that weighs on me as well, because now that has to play in their minds as well. Like I can't believe my mom, she got shot, things like that. So I don't go outside. I barricade myself in my house, in my room, because I am scared. I fear for the safety of my children when they leave out and when they come in. So it's either I always have someone meet them in front or escort them out because I don't know. And it's like, I can't guarantee them that kind of safety, especially because it happened to me behind my door in my home. So it's like, it's more of a hurtful feeling to feel like you don't have the control in your home.
Or you can't guarantee your children's
Right.
safety in the
Right.
privacy and safety of their own home.
Right.
What, if anything, do you want to see done? Law enforcement, maybe the city, to help you get that sense of safety back?
Well, first, I would love for whoever it was that did this to be caught. They have to find who did this because it's happening too often with innocent people, like people that didn't ask for this. And I've heard a lot of stories of people just walking by getting shot. But I need some type of answers. It doesn't have to be a quick answer, but I just want to know why. Like, why is this happening so frequently? Why is guns in the hands of children, like mindless act, and it's just always happening. So I just need to really move from where I am, find somewhere else to live, for the safety of me and my children, because where I'm living at now is not safe at all. Since this accident has happened to me, there has been others. I hear it outside of my windows.
We'll talk more about that gun
but it's
violence.
scary.
In your neighborhood, in the city, and more about what you like to see done. We'll be right back. Let's take a quick break. Victims' Voices. We'll be back.
We now return to Victims' Voices with Nicole Johnson.
Ms. Jacqueline, thank you so much again for joining us. You were talking about the change that you would like to see in your neighborhood so that you can guarantee your children's safety, walking down the street, being in the privacy of your own home where you were shot. Again, what would you like to see done?
I just need to see change. We have to have some type of community for our children, right? I just remember growing up in a neighborhood where everyone felt like family. There's no one to help guide children. There's no youth programs. Well, I don't see any youth programs that's being offered through the community boards and the buildings, the developments that we live in our communities. Swim programs, basketball teams. I don't really see that. Maybe it's because of the funding, really, but these children need an outlet. They need people that they can talk to. They need people that they can release stress with, some type of mentorship, just to get them off the streets. And we need to clean up these guns off the streets, really. That's the focus, is getting the guns off the streets.
Talk about your case. Did you ever see justice? You were saying that the person responsible, you don't believe, was ever caught.
I don't. I spoke to a couple of NYPD officers, some detectives, some sergeants came out to my home, reached out to check on me to make sure I was fine. According to NYPD, they still haven't found anyone yet. They're still looking. So I'm hopeful that they'll find someone. So
you still live in the same apartment?
Absolutely. With the same door that's been shot at. I still have to see 3 bullet holes through my door every day. I contacted housing. Still no one's came. It's bad.
How does that affect you every day?
It's horrifying, and I get a little frustrated sometimes. I get aggravated and angry because it's like, what would it take for you guys to take this serious? Like, maybe if I would have not survived, then they would have done everything they needed to do to get my family out of there. But I guess feeling like, oh, she's a survivor, she'll be okay. She's probably used to it, so they don't see the sense of urgency. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you have 6 children involved and something so traumatic, that is the sense of urgency. That's all the sense of urgency I need is my children, because God forbid it could have been one of them. Really, it could have been one of them. So that's my sense of urgency, is just to remove myself and my children to somewhere safe.
And you were talking about how this changed your life. I see you with a cane
Yes.
now. Physically,
yes.
It has changed you
Yes.
emotionally.
Yeah.
What can you not do?
So I'm not allowed to walk up and down stairs for about 4 to 6 weeks. I have to walk with a cane. I have to go to therapy, physical therapy to strengthen my leg again. So I can't carry anything over 10 pounds because they don't want me to strain my back. I can sit, but not too long. I have to constantly move my leg, keep it elevated. And yeah, so a lot of limitations on it, a lot of things that I'm accustomed to doing, that like cooking, something that I tend to love to do. I can't stand up too long to prepare the meals for my children as I'm accustomed to doing. So yeah.
Yeah, this really
Mhm.
changed your life dramatically.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to anyone out there listening on the couch that think it's okay to pick up a gun?
It's not. What I want to say is we have to do better. If guns are our first resort, we have to do better. This is not good. It's not safe. Us as parents, we have to monitor the children around our children as well to make sure that there's no outsiders or anyone coming to bring bad intention or ill will
You were
or
talking
anything.
about community
Yeah.
programs,
Mm-hmm.
resources, and then you also touched on a good point that it really starts at home
Yeah.
with the parents.
Yeah.
Talking to their children
Mhm.
about gun violence, talking to their children about outside influences and so forth. Do you believe all of that is enough?
No.
So what do you think it will take?
It's gonna take a lot more. It's gonna take a lot more. I mean, I want to hope that someday it will be enough. Just a conversation will be enough. But it won't. It's gonna take a lot more involvement in the community from the people that live in the community, to get involved and see what's really going on in these children's lives and be more vocal about it, speak on things that you see, even if you think that it's something that can be okay and result to violence. We need to put a needle in these things that are causing our children to want to explore guns. Like, what are we teaching our kids? Why is it okay for our children to feel like they need to have weapons? I don't know. For 16 and 17-year-old children, why is that okay? Why is that even a thing? But the violence in the neighborhood is getting out of hand. It's a lot. It's a lot.
And as a mom of 6 children, what are you
Mhm.
saying to your children about this?
What I've been saying, guys, when you go outside, make sure you take off your headphones. Leave one earbud in your ear so you can be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you call me when you get where you're going. When you get on the train, call me. Like, everything is just a constant reminder to be aware and alert at all times. And bad things happen to innocent people too, you know? And I have a very younger child, and it's scary for me for him because now he's starting to walk to school on his own and come home on his own. But that had to stop quickly for him. He didn't really get a chance to experience that because now his dad has to pick him up. His dad has to drop him off. So it's like, Mom, why? Like, I can't, because we're not safe. We're not safe. And we're going to do everything to make sure you're safe while you're with us. Here, school, you know. So yeah, I'm just hoping for some type of change in the community and just overall just seeking justice.
First time you're talking about
Mhm.
this. We appreciate you
Thank
sharing
you.
your story.
Thank you.
I appreciate your strength. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Your voice matters.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on Victims' Voices.
Thank you for having me.
We will continue the conversation, hopefully for change, hearing the voice of a victim. It really matters. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Nicole Johnson. If you are a victim and need help, go to our website at pix11.com/resources.